So I combine this style and this style to make this style at the middle. So for the style at the left, I made use of the upper part and the body, while for the style at the right, I made use of the ruffles area. So I made the neckline of my own to be wider than the first one, than this one at the left. So if you want to learn how to go about the cutting and the sewing of this beautiful outfit, if you want to learn how to make these ruffles, definitely this video is for you. Please kindly like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get right into the tutorial. For this tutorial, I made use of two major fabrics, which is this damask fabric or a brocade fabric, and this is about 1.5 to 2 yards. So you need about 1.5 to 2 yards, and this is the lining that I will be using to line the upper part, and this is the organza. So I've cut out this organza because I did it at the market, so I've already cut it out, and I bought 4 yards of this. I'll be giving more details about this organza as we proceed in this video, but these are the organza. It has been weaved, so I'll just join them together to make the ruffles. So now let's start cutting. So for better understanding, I'll be cutting on the paper, that is, I'll be drafting the pattern. So for this pattern, I've already drafted a princess that was here. I have a lot of videos on my channel, so I will just put the link in the comment section, or you can just drop a comment for me and I'll send you the link. So this is a princess that bustier. So in case you don't know, this is a princess that bustier, and I'm just using my marker to draw out the important lines on this pattern. So if you need the tutorial, like I said earlier, just let me know and I will send you the direct link, or you can just check my channel, you will see the tutorial there. So for the neckline, like I said, I'm using a Keno neckline. So this neckline is about 6 inches wide. So the neckline is about 6 inches wide. You know, when you're drafting a princess that was, it's always good to extend this part here. That's why this part is extended above, like away from the armhole. So this neckline is 6 inches wide and the depth is about 3 inches. I would advise you use about 2 or 2.5 because it was kind of too low for the Keno neckline that I was going for. So these are the patterns. So I'll go ahead and cut this now. Then I will show you the back pattern. So now this is the back pattern and I've already marked this out also. And for this, I'm preventing zip bulging, so I've took out half inch here, which I've added back to the side. So this has my dart, and the neckline for this is also 6 inches, but the depth is just 2 inches, so it is 2 inches deep. So the front, like I said, also used 2 or 2.5. The 3 inches I used was kind of too low. So this is it, that's the zipper allowance over there. So I'll go ahead and also cut this out. So the reason why I already drafted all these patterns is because I have the tutorial on my channel and I don't want the video to be also too long. So now let's move to the sleeve. So this is the sleeve. I have a tutorial of the sleeve also on my channel. This is a very short sleeve. It's just 7 inches. So it should be like, let's say, about 4 inches away from your elbow. So my elbow is about 11, so it should be 4 inches like away. So I'm using 7 inches, but I will make some adjustments to this pattern. So at this side here, I don't want the sleeve to be fitted, so it should have some space. So I'm adding 3/4 inches there and I'll just blend it in like this. So I'll blend it in like this, and because of the a little puff that we have at the shoulder area also, I will add about 1 inch extension here, just 1 inch extension. Then I will connect this back into the curve I have here. So this is what it looks like. So this will give it the puffy effect at the shoulder joining. So that's the essence of this. So I will go ahead now and cut this pattern. So now I've successfully cut out my upper body's pattern. So this is the back, this is the front, and this is the sleeves. So we'll move now to the lower part. So guys, the lower part can actually be cut on the fabric directly, but so that you can understand better, that's why I'll be using a pattern paper. So this is my pattern paper now. So where you want your dress to get to, so just locate that, make sure it is above your knee, please don't make it on your knee, make sure it is like 3 inches above your knee. So I'm using 36 inches here, so the tape is ending at 36 inches and it will start at the half length. So the half length I'm working with is 16 inches, and this outfit is not for me, so it is not for me, it's for a client. So then you will locate your hip line also. So the first line that I'm about to rule out now is my half length, which is my waistline. So that's my waistline. Then the second one, which I'll be ruling out, is my hip line, and the end over there is the length of the gown. So because I'm using a ruffles, so I'll be making it 36 inches. So you just have to watch this video to the end so that you can understand every part of this video. So that's my waist area, my waistline, this is my hip, and this is the gown length I'm working with. So I'm working with 36 inches, so this gown is about 3 inches above my knee length. So now this is my waist divided by 4, then I will add my that allowance. So I'm not adding sewing allowance to the pattern, I'll add it when I'm cutting the fabric. So this is the hip divided by 4, and you don't need to add your darts, just at the waist area. So the dart is just added at the waist area, so you connect it together like this. But before that, I want to add just half inch at this hip area. So I don't want it to be fitted at the hip area, I want it to have a little bit of ease. So I'm adding extra half inch at the hip area. So the waist can be tight, but the hip has to be free a little bit, and I added ease allowance of just half inch. So you measure your hip divided by what we have at the hip area, so measure it down there, then you will make an extension again. So we'll still add an extension at the lower part, just keep watching. So what I have at the hip area, which is my hip divided by 4 plus the extra half inch, that's what I measured at the lower part. Then I'll be adding another 3/4 inches here. So this 3/4 inches is also for the freeness at this side, because the gown is not pencil, because if it is pencil you won't be able to walk, so it's a little bit free at the lower part. So this is what it looks like. So just connect it to the hip area. So let me use my marker, and this is what we have. So this is what we have. Then I will go ahead now and cut it out. Please, for the back, I'll be making an adjustment to this, so just make sure you watch till the end. So I'll go ahead and cut this out, then I'll also cut the back, but the back is a little bit different from the front. So now let's do the darts, and for the darts you measure your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. So my nipple is about 8 inches, so divided by 2, that's what I have there. Then for the length of the dart, I'm using 5.5 for the back, for the front rather. So this dart length is about 5.5 inches. So now let's cut the back. So this is the back that I've cut out. So it is the same here, but I'll make an adjustment to this. So the adjustment I'll be making to this is at the waist area. So instead of taking the dart on the fabric, I'll be cutting it away. So that will also serve to prevent zip bulging at this area. So this is what I'll be doing. So the dart I'm supposed to take at the center like I did for the front. I'll be taking it away at the zipper area. So just watch. So it is 1 inch that I have there. So I'll measure the 1 inch there. Then the length of the dart I'm working with is also 5.5. Then I will connect like this. So I'll connect it like this, then I will cut that part out. So now we don't need to take any dart at the skirts at the back for the skirts, but we'll take for the front. We still have it on the front. So this is what it looks like. So when I'm sewing now, the zipper allowance line will now change. So this is what I just did. That's the only difference I did, and I added the zipper allowance to the skirt parts. I'm making this video very slow so that you guys can understand, and if you are enjoying this, just let me know in the comment section. So now our patterns are ready. So these are the skirt patterns. So these are the upper bodice pattern. This is the front upper bodies, and this is the back upper bodies, and this is the sleeve also. So now let's go ahead and cut. So the detailed cutting and sewing will be in another video because I don't want this video to be long at all, and I will also explain in details how to go about the ruffles, how to cut it, and also the weaving process. So that will be in another video. I don't want this video to be very long, so trust me, that video will be very detailed. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please consider subscribing. Click on that like button, click on the bell icon also, so that you can get notified when I drop the second video and when I drop other amazing tutorials. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and also subscribe to this channel. I will see you in my next video. Bye.